Hi guys, this is Adil Iqbal again from the Edge Real Estate Group with another vlog. This time, I want to talk about something specific here, which is how to handle the most awkward appraisal meeting where you and the sellers are completely strangers. How to talk to someone who called you, messaged you, or even invite you to see his property, having something in his mind that, okay, my property's worth is this much, probably. And if I'm calling this guy, so what will he say about my property? And this sort of like awkward and strange situation when you meet two strangers who are selling the property and they want to talk to you about things and you being completely out of the blue, this person calls you and says, okay, I came to know about you through this thing, or through your media marketing, or through some referrals, or you sold someone's property, or he gave me your details, so I just want to meet you so that I can ask you a few questions about my property and I'm trying to sell it. So this specific vlog is about how to handle the most awkward situation when you, as a real estate agent, and the sellers are completely strangers and you have to tell the truth about his property. So what actually happened, I have a story here to tell you guys. Now, the story is I actually got a message from someone, and he sent me a message. Look, Mr. Adil Iqbal, I came to know about you, and you sold some of my friend's property in this year. And I just want to show you my property, and would you like to come over and see the property and let me know what to do? And I also want to talk about your services, which is fair enough. I was like, yeah, why not? I sent him a message and I was like, yeah, when can you meet me? And he says, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then finally I reached the property. During this time when it's complete coronavirus time, and it's a post-coronavirus in Canberra, so you have to be very careful that you cannot shake hands with people, you have to social distance yourself and stuff like that. So I met this family, husband and wife, both are entirely educated, very amazing people. So I just thought, and I did my thing, and I did my homework, that how I actually want to approach it. Should I start talking about their house? That would definitely backfire to me, because then people will be very serious and they want to know what you want to say. Or should I talk something different? So the best bit would be when you are meeting someone who's complete stranger and you don't know about him and he invites you to see his property. The thing is, what I did, I asked them questions. I asked them a lot of questions, not about their property. I asked them questions about their life. I asked them questions like, where do they work? And I asked both of them so many questions, so many questions. So what actually happens when you ask question, people ultimately start talking. So they start talking, and that sort of awkwardness, what actually happens in the beginning when I started and when I came into the property, and they feel quite awkward that this is a complete stranger, I came to know about him. During my asking question, they open up and they try to open up more and more. So I asked them lots of questions. So they came from overseas like 10, 15 years ago to Australia. I asked them what was their approach, and where did they do their job? Did they do any education here? What sort of uni they went to? Probably because I also went to the uni here in like few years back. So I asked them those questions, and they opened up about their things, their lives, how many kids they have, what do the kids doing and stuff like that. And mind it, I did not see their property. They did not give me any tour of the property. We just sat down at the table, and we started talking to each other, and I was completely bombarded them with my questions so that they can open up. And this awkwardness or this strangeness, this factor of a strangeness should turn out to be a little bit soft, and they try to trust me. So exactly the same thing happens as I planned. I started them a lot of questions, and they started talking to me. They opened up and they just like reflect upon their lives, what sort of struggles they were going through 15 years ago with his and her struggle and stuff like that. And they got to open with me, and the best bit would be, as a real estate agent or as a salesperson, even though you are a salesperson, you do anything in the world, the best bit would be you should listen to their stories, what they are talking to you. Most of the mistakes what we do, what we make, we just jump on the conclusion. We just go into the property. We don't have time. We just go and talk about the property, and people become quite protective about their stuff or their things they want to sell to the new person like me. I'm a real estate agent. So I just want to do, I just tried to diffuse the situation. I just try to calm down them, just asking them so many questions, questions on questions. And when they started speaking, I was just listening to their stories. And when I felt that they are done with all those things, and they ask me some questions, and I relate to those answers, and I try to give them the answers, and they came to know, okay, this guy also had some struggle, because everyone has a struggle here. Even though you're coming from overseas, or you were born and bred here, or you came from any other state to Canberra, or you from Canberra you go to Melbourne or Sydney or wherever place you want to go, everyone has a struggle. So after that, when they opened up with me and I felt that they are comfortable, they started trusting me. That, all right, this guy did not talk about business. When I did all of these things, talked about their life, their kids and everything, then I said, if you don't mind, would you like to give me a tour? And they say, you can go inside. I was like, no, I just want you to come with me and give me the tour of your property. And everywhere they took me, every room, pergola, their dog. I just talk about their dog. What sort of dog is this, and what sort of breed is that? And I met their son. Their daughter was not there. I went to her room. She was very, very intelligent. Lots of medals, lots of like souvenirs she had in her room. I just said, I gave a comment, and it seems to me that she is a very intelligent girl. And they say, yeah, they agree. And it was quite visible. I mean, like, it was pretty visible. So, I mean, like, I love the fact that if you try to talk to the humans when you are going to their appraisal meetings, they would definitely like you. And I did not talk about the properties. I did not talk about what sort of house size is that, what's living, what's that, and do. Like, we all real estate agent, if anyone gives us the property address, our first job is to go jump online, see the property, what sort of details are there. It's already available online. It's nothing, it's not a secret, it's an open thing. Everyone can see and go online and check. It's pretty simple. But my strategy was this, that you need to talk to them, talk about their life, so that this awkwardness, this strangeness, this sort of like relationship, oh, this is a stranger coming to our house for the first time and he wants to sell the house, we just open up. So remember, my advice to everyone who wants to sell anything, even in the real estate market or any other market, you have to speak something that means something to the person you talk. You have to speak something that means something to the person in front of you. So I just talk about their life, about their things, and they open up, they started trusting me. And the other thing I did, I just like already had some details about their property. So I went to every room. I gave my ideas, and when I presented the appraisal, when I gave them the appraisal after seeing all the property and everything, they liked my appraisal. And they finally signed with me. And this property was signed in the time span of 4 days. I just signed this property in 4 days. The reason is, the strategy is, you cannot jump on the property. All right, this is a big commission check I will get. Okay, this is the property, it's worth this much. Okay, what would be my commission? As a real estate agent, your target is those people. Your target is the stories behind those people who are selling their property. Try to learn about that thing. And when you learn that thing, then you can connect what they are talking to you. So I just correlate with their struggle and mine. And I just try to tell them my story, and they listened to it and they liked me. And they finally said, we are most comfortable with you and we want to sign up with you. And they just signed the contract with me. And that's it. So today's vlog, I just want to mention this to sum up, that if in the awkward situation, anywhere you go, never ever talk about the subject. Okay, I went there for the appraisal. I know that. It's an open fact. They asked me to come and I went there. But I do not jump on that. I sat down there for 50, 60 minutes. I was sitting there and listening to their stories, did not even see the whole property. And when they got comfortable with me, then I requested them, could you guys give me a tour? And they told me, no, you can go and see anything. It's just like our house is open. I was like, no, I would be more comfortable if you come with me and show me your property. And they finally signed up with the Edge Real Estate Group. So I want to tell this a story, and thank you very much for listening to me. And I really appreciate you if you can give me some comments, some ideas to make more videos about real estate. So I would definitely work on that. So take very good care of yourself and see you in the next vlog. Thank you. Bye-bye.